Hi, you, and welcome to another episode of The Sims 3. Now, I have been asked a couple of times, well, I've been asked a lot of times, could you name a character after me in the game, which I was going to do anyway, guys. Yeah. And I've been asked to talk about my family creation process, but the kind of choices that you can make, when you're dealing with a family. And I've also been asked to give a demonstration on how to mix textures and colors or to make things match. How you take one texture or color, change it, and then add it to other things. I guess some of you have just started playing this game because of these videos. Thank you. That is the most incredible comment. Oh, I liked yours enough. I went and bought one. Um, so I'm going to do that today. I mean, we can just do that all together. The cool thing is I need more people in my game. So this is just family creation. I'm going to make a great big family. I'm thinking about making a bunch of roommates, like just a bunch of guys who hang out in a house, make a big family so I have lots of population, make them different ages. Maybe we'll build a boarding house. We'll build a boarding house. I'll make one sweet little old lady that rents out all her rooms to males because, she likes having that energy in the house. Yeah, we're going to do that. So let's start with the little old lady who's going to run this. I just thought of this. I love the
Tag,
idea.
tag.
Um, that's a boy. Well, we could make a little old man. No, I like the little old lady idea better. Let's just make some little old lady who runs a boarding house. And
Warnog!
that's not exactly the look I had going for a little old lady. I'm just going to hit the random button here a couple of times and see if we get anything remotely close. Um, these are just way too hip for the lady I had in mind. Big head, little tiny arms. Oh my goodness gracious. That one's maybe a little better. Okay, she's just scary for some reason. I'm not sure why, but wow. Look at the head thing. We could do like an old gypsy lady. Maybe, maybe. Could she be made into an old gypsy lady? Might do. I don't know. Let's see. Would it be nice if we just made us an old gypsy lady? We're not getting anywhere with this at all, are we? So, yeah, one more, and if not it, we're just going from scratch because, yeah, we're not getting anywhere. Okay, she's a little. Why does she frighten me? She's like the school marm that's gonna smack you with a ruler or something. I guess it's the little tie and the wah. I don't know. Anyway, so when I say little old lady, I pictured like a little bony thing. We got no muscle definition going on. We don't know how busty she was young, but let's just, you know, doesn't help much when you're this age, does it? Okay, so we're just gonna go here, leave her nice and normal, normal, like average, I guess, whatever. Looks, hairstyle. Let's do some hair. A little old lady hairdo. What do we have for little old lady hairdos? Aw, she's so. I don't know. I don't know why. And that one's black. It's not changing into gray. It's showing gray, but it's not being gray. So we're gonna pick gray. Um, no, I think I want something a little more. Not that. Not that. Something like this. There we go. Just a little old lady hair. And you know what? I don't even know how to talk about the choices I make. I just talk about the game and the family I'm trying to create. The boarding idea just popped into my head as I was talking to you. And that's how I do things. I need a family. I need this. I need that. Oh, well, that would work. And that's pretty much it. So when it comes to you making families, do the same. Just think, what kind of family do I need in the game, in my village? Do I have a lot of guys and now I need a bunch of girls? Do I need, families with children? What kind of game do I want to play? Do I want to cheat and build a great big house? What kind of family would live in a great big house? Do I want to cheat and make a log cabin? What kind of family or person? Would it be an old loner, a little old man? Would it be a lumberjack who's out on his own? Would it be an earth mother who's connecting to the forest and she's living out there by herself? Something in between. Would it be a big house, a big log cabin? Because a lot of, troubled teenagers are going there to get back to the land, and you've got one main couple and a bunch of kids. Think about the family you want to create. Think about the kind of game you want to play, or think about the house you want, and then ask about what kind of families would live in that house. You want to make a very modern, lots of glass. What kind of person would that be? Would he be into computers, or would she be into computers? Is it going to be a single person? Is it going to be a kind of yuppie family? They're both adults, very rich, classy, stylish, whatever. Who lives in that house? How do you picture the house? Do you have a yard you want to create, a special style of something you want to make? And it goes both ways. I want to play a nice little married family with 3 children and then build from there. Or do I want to build a house and back up to what kind of family would be in it? So that's all I do. I decided I need a lot of people, and I need a little old lady running a boarding house. So we're going to have a little old lady running a boarding house. It's going to be fun. Actually, this will be really handy, and then we can just use it for whatever. Now, is this the nose we want, the face we want? She's kind of cute. I think I'm just going to leave her. She works. I mean, she looks like the kind of person to be running a boarding house, right? So let's just go straight into her clothes. I mean, this is working. Sometimes you get lucky and you just got to grab it while you can. Now, I'm going to go to the outfits. I'm thinking that's not her. Or that. It'd be nice. I think we've got something with a little... Here, see the little apron thing. Now, this is my lady. This is her. Absolutely. The shoes, well, I don't know. She might want to have, very sensible. Those are maybe very sensible shoes. Something a little sturdier. Something she can go bird watching in, Now, I don't see her in any of these. You know what? We might have her in the right shoes already. Like this? I don't think so. I'll just undo that. They're sensible shoes. Okay. I'm liking it. She's got to go out to the garden to get something to cook a meal. She's in nice, sensible shoes. Maybe. Here. No, that's a bit too. This one or this one. You know what? I'm gonna leave her in these. Okay, so now we're going to get into playing with textures and matching things up. Just to give us something else to play with, I'm going to hit the accessories here. Do we want her in glasses? Well, that's kind of cute too. What kind of glasses? Oh, that's just a bit too stylish. I don't see her in those. These are going to be too, well, maybe. No. Here. And then we get into, yeah, we're not going to do that. Do we want her in glasses? I'm kind of liking that. You know what? No, I'm not. Let's just leave her. I'm going to do enough other things to this poor little lady. So, would she have earrings? Of course, they're going to be something very, match her little necklace there. That's perfect. Nothing too, risque. A watch? I think she would have a watch. Wouldn't she have a watch? Did I pass it? She could have socks to go with those shoes. Do I not have a watch? Come on, bracelets. Many gloves. Fancy socks. Okay, I don't even know what that stuff down there is. Would she have socks with this outfit? Oh, that's too much. That's too hokey. No, I can't do that. That's just too terrible. No watches for women. Old ladies, don't get riding boots or watches. That's just irritating. Okay, so let's just play with colors then. We can't do anything about giving her a watch because apparently once you're senile, you won't know how to tell time. I'm going to this is white. Well, you know what? It looks like we can change that. Let's start with her dress. Now, actually, you know what? Let me back this up just in case I'm sitting here making assumptions again. So I have an outfit for her. This little button right here is where you want to click. It says enter, create a style. That's what's going to give us our colors. Now when I'm doing a house, I'm going to be doing this click and drag thing just like I'm doing it in here, because rather than go from piece of clothing to piece of clothing, I will just click from the chair and drag it over to the countertop. It won't make any difference, okay? It's going to work the exact same way. So we do have choices in here of different things. If I click on this, when you get that little star shape or that little gear symbol, that tells me that I have selected that. And you'll notice over here, this line popped down to there. If I click on the apron, the line goes up there. So that is one way of telling what part, you know, what thing we're trying to color. When it's colored, it's obvious, but with the two white ones, you don't always know which one you're getting. You know what? Let's start with the green. Let's go for the dress. And what do we want? Something little old lady-y. Flowers, teapots. Oh, I have tea. I have tea. The teapot I got for my birthday from a very nice man in Scotland. And I have tea. And we have to pick a pattern for her that's going to fit. Oh, come on. I got it right the first time. Little strawberries. And then even within that, if you don't like that particular shade of green, these three here can be changed individually. If I want to go, well, those are strawberries, right? That pretty much needs to stay red, but maybe we want a paler shade of green, and you can play with those individual colors. I kind of like it just the way it is. This, if you don't like that, we could make it, you know, a little yellow thing with strawberries on it. That's so cute. Now, to get the apron, I want a striped apron because I like stripes. And again, because I have a whole lot of things going on here, you can see I can scroll down, but there's nothing in it yet. Until everything loads, it's just best to wait. I find if I click on something before it's completed, it actually slows the process down instead of speeding it up. So we're just not going to go there. When it's done, I'm going to click on something. Now, if I wanted that stripe, I'm not sure that I do. Well, maybe. It doesn't matter. I just want stripes. In here, I've got two different colors for this. I could, if I want her to coordinate a little bit, if the colors are just, you know, too hard on my face, I can click back on her dress with these individual colors. I can click and drag them over that pattern, and sometimes it works really good, and sometimes it works, you know, not as well as you'd like, because that's kind of horrible. If I made this just white and red, now that works just fine. There you go. And would she have white pearls, or, you know, maybe would they be pink? No, I don't. I think just the way they were is fine. But the colors, I mean, they don't quite seem to match, and maybe there's nothing we can do about that. But I will click on, okay, let me catch it again. We've got the pearls highlighted. If I click on this color and drag this over to this other object, which is harder to match when they're little, but as soon as the hand shows, come on, you can do it, Ava. I let go, and now this over here pops up and it says choose the material to replace. If there was more than one here, I could just select the one I wanted. If you had a chair with 3 or 4 options, you can just click on one of these other squares and it will go to the seat or to the back or whatever part you've selected. And you can see the colors of these two were slightly different. So I'm going to click on the check mark. It says apply that. And now these two colors are going to be theoretically closer than they were before. Yeah, a little bit. One was a little bit yellow. So now they match better. That's her set of pearls, which she no doubt got for her birthday, 40 years ago and all that fun stuff. Now this, I don't even know what this is coloring, so let's change it dramatically so we see if something stands out. Did you see anything stand out? I don't even know what that's coloring. Blue? I got nothing. I have no idea what that's coloring, so you know what? I'm just going to leave it alone. Every once in a while you will get something like that that doesn't actually show all that much, and you know what, I will grab this color and drag it down here so it matches up just in case it's something that makes a difference down the road. Although it looks like now we had this more yellow, didn't we? And it seems like it's kind of gotten, I don't know, strange. See, I'm not liking that anymore. Maybe we'll just go for white. Ew, no, that's just too. Now I don't like the color anymore. Oh, you know what? Because I've got this whole one selected. I'm making the wrong choices here. Okay, so go back to whatever. All right, there we go. That's where we were. I was doing something, who knows what. And change this back. So the earrings are okay. All right, now I'm going to click down here on her shoes. Or, you know what? I will show you how to click and drag and make things match. Say I just love this red that's in our dress color. We have the dress here selected, and I love that strawberry because it's just so pretty. I can click that color and drag it down to the shoes and change those. Now what I could also do is if I just love this pattern so much that she had her shoes specially dyed, I can just click, drag it down there, and she'll have some really homely shoes. And here's what I mean about these different channels. So you've got different parts of the shoe. You can click on any of those, and you can see it's being applied somewhere else. I think that's probably just the laces if we were up close, and that's the sole of the shoe. And when I look at it, I'm going, nah, not really the right option. I'm going to just say cancel that because that wasn't the smartest choice we've made all day. Now I can click down here whenever it's loaded, and if I don't like the color of her shoes, I can change them directly. Just make them a little darker, less orangey. Make the sole a little darker. Well, maybe not that much. And there you go. We have a sweet little old lady who's going to run a boarding house. And that's really all there is to it for the whole click and drag thing. That's how you're going to, you pick a color you like, you go into here, you pick a color you like, you pick a pattern you like, you change it how you want, click it and drag it to the object. That's how I make doors and window frames match, how I make countertops match, or how I make, well, countertops, whatever, make other pieces of, furniture, how I can make, well, anything at all. You make your bathroom set match, things like that. So it works outside in some cases for plants or trees or different things too. So, well, there's different options out there, but there you go. So we have a sweet little old lady. Her formal wear, you know what? I'm not going to do these individual pieces like this just yet. I'm going to go back to this. Now she needs a name. You know what? Let's get her back into her day-to-day just so I remember what she looks like for later. Go. Just go. There we go. We need a name for this family, and I'm going to call it the Jones family, or I'm going to call her, actually, I'm going to call her Emmeline. I don't know if that's a word, but it is now. Emmeline, I need her last name real quick. She's the boarding house. We're going to name the boarding house after, you know what? I'm going to call her Emmeline, whoops, Sweetgrass, and then I'll call the boarding house Sweetgrass B&B or Sweetgrass Boarding or something like that. That's a cute name for a little lady, right? Now, I'm going to make a new Sims. I'm not going to finish her off. I'll do that on my own time. But I'm going to come down here and add a sim or pet. These guys are going to have different names, but we'll just quickly do a few of the people, and I can talk about choices, and then I'll be done.
Arms a cheek.
So I'm going to give him a different last name. Oops. Ooh, time. I didn't mean it. I'm going to call this fellow Richard Jones because I said I would. And is he going to be a young adult? An adult? I don't know. We'll make him an adult. We could make one of her boarders a sweet little old man, and then she could have a romantic interest later. Yeah, or we could have 2 or 3 of them and have them fighting over her awesomeness. So is he going to be, really tough, fit, skinny little guy? You know what? We'll make him kind of awesome. There we go. That sounds pretty good. Getting into looks, hairstyles. Well, he's kind of cute. Every once in a while, you just get lucky, and it's like, yeah, I'm liking this guy. Maybe his hair. Change his hair. Or maybe not. He's fine. Okay, so choices. What kind of people would be living in a boarding house? Students? Someone who just moved to town, hasn't found his own place, a single person, someone who doesn't have a lot of money, maybe just a part-time job, someone who wants to be a writer, or an artist or something where they don't have that regular paycheck and they're just starting out. See, these are all the kind of choices I would make. So who do I want Richard Jones to be? And that gets a lot more important down here into the personality part. So what kind of person would be living in a boarding house? Add some traits. Well, you know what? Maybe even before the traits. I'm just going to cancel that. Can I pick the lifetime wish? I can't even customize it till I have something in there. So will he be a salesman just traveling through town and who maybe decided to stay? He could go to a consignment store. What would he be selling? He could create things. Okay, let's make him a born salesman. He just came to town to do some sales and loved my village so much he decided to stay. So he hasn't found his own place yet, so he's in the boarding house. Now with that in mind, sometimes I will pick this first and then pick, what I need to go with that. Does he want to be an author, design, jack of all trades? Let's make the older guy a jack of all trades. Oh no, that's from 4 different careers. See, I'm thinking that one could be fun too. I have plans for that one. We'll get there. What about this guy? What is he selling? What is it he's going to want to sell? An artist, alchemy, a robot? How about what kind of things? The creators there, Da Vinci, inventing, painting, and sculpting. He'd have all kinds of things to sell. Is there one for just an inventor? Explorer, Greener Gardens, Heartbreaker, Super Spy. An acrobat? The guy wants to be an acrobat. That's really kind of fun. No kidding. But a monster maker, could he sell monsters? Private eye, physical perfection, perfecting the private aquarium, a Renaissance Sims. What will he do? 3 different skills. So it could be any 3 skills. Science, Street cred. Swimming in cash. Well, don't we all want that one? Just saying. Arc builder. The Emperor of Evil. Adopt a unicorn. A jockey. We can do a jockey? Oh my goodness. Could have to do that too. Okay, what's a tinkerer do? Handiness and logic. It's still, see, I was looking for somebody. You know what? Let's go with the Renaissance guy. I like it. Where was it? Under, like, Renaissance? No. Okay, Renaissance Sims. Or the other. What was the other? The three, I can't remember what it was called. Jack of all trades? No. I got nothing. Oh, Descendant of Da Vinci. Let's go with that. This guy will have tons of things to sell. Inventions, paintings, sculptures. Awesome. So with that in mind, do we want him to be good at his job or just crappy at his job? So we're saying he's a salesman because that's how he came to town. So are we going to have him be good at this stuff? Will he be artistic? Because that will help with painting, of course. Inventing. What kind of guys are good at inventing? Smart people. Obviously. There must be something special for that though, right? Genius. Excellent hackers. Pursuits of the mind. Logic. See, I'm thinking anything with logic might be good as well. Handy. Handy people make good inventors? You would think so. You would think they would, right? So he's going to be a salesman. He's going to create things. A savvy sculptor. That would be obviously awesome. Well, we'll go ahead. I mean, you can always take them out. Put in your dream list and then play with it from there, right? Or if you want to get really adventuresome, you just do it random. You hit the button and you go away and you see what they're going to be. Technophobe, skeptic, star quality, socially awkward. Is he making all of these things? No, because he's a good salesman. A good salesman is going to be charismatic, maybe a schmoozer. Yeah, befriending people. See, yeah, maybe.
Karweeb Gazabja.
Neat, neurotic, a performer. Oh, we have to make our little old lady a natural born cook. She's got to keep these people happy. She'll be insanely neat. Maybe not want to leave the house a lot. A little bit of a loner. Or maybe she's just the opposite. She's like crazy social lady who's always out playing bingo. Is he excitable, eccentric, easily impressed, charismatic? We would probably want him to. Although charismatic in this place mean that they just like to throw parties, and that's not necessarily ambitious. So we have a smoozer sculptor. Will he be good? Avant-garde. Ooh. They know what's art and what is not. Oh. That might be fun. Okay, let's hang on to that. Now, we don't have any more room, but that doesn't mean we can't keep looking.
Freeney. Arbufum.
Oh, yeah, he knows. He knows. Although, on the other hand, a born salesman, are they going to be that... See, when I think about this one, I have friends like this. They don't make good salesmen. Because they don't always know when to stop. Flirty, friendly is always good if you're going to be a salesman. You make friends easy. You keep them there. Keeping friendships, that's great. Yeah, I think I'm going to take this one out. I'm going to put, too fast, way too fast. Slow down, Ava. You get excited. I'm going to put friendly there and just see if there's anything that might make this guy a little bit more of that. There's one, and I don't remember if it's in here or if it's one of these lifetime things you can buy. See, lucky is always good for a salesman. neat, neurotic, and perceptive. Is that the one? There's one, and I thought it was that one, maybe not. That it makes it a lot easier to find out about your, when you're meeting people. You know what? I'm going to go with this. He's a schmoozer salesman. He's got some things to sell. Maybe his inventions will be his weak spot. So there we go. And it changed his lifetime wish, but there it is anyway. So that's our guy, who our guy's going to be. His favorites can be whatever his sign. So that's how I do things. You just start with why are you logging in today? Is it to build a family? Is it to play a certain career path? Is it to build a certain kind of place? That's your starting point, and then ask why. It's just like writing a book. How come? Why would I do that? Why would I do this? Would they have done that? What kind of person would make those choices? And sometimes just go random and let the game surprise you. So until I see you next time, I hope some of this has helped. Remember, you need that button right there for textures, and then you just click on a color or a pattern that you do like and drag it over to whatever it is you want to change. Ask questions, click and drag. Isn't it awesome? So if you liked some part of this, if you want to see some more Sims 3, I was about to say Sim City, because that's probably what I'm playing next. Hit like, please. Hit the subscribe. Leave your comments. Tell your friends. Thank you for helping me build this channel. You are literally changing my life, and I am so grateful that you're out there. Bye-bye.